thousands of them. We will face death and defend our home.
Tradition, courage, honor. They are what make us.
If it's one thing about samurai storytelling, it's how annoyingly they speak with such emphasis.
We are samurai! Oh!
You may be samurai, you may live and die with honor, but dying with honor is no different than a death. This code of honor will only get you 6 feet under much quicker. One must protect himself from danger and survive to fight another day.
Go break their spirits.
Yeah, break their spirits. Sending one person to break the spirit of probably 1,000 Mongolian warriors ready to invade your land, home, and kill most of the people that are dependent on you to win this battle. But you're probably right. One person that is significantly less experienced than Kodan Khan may just succeed on breaking their spirit.
Outsiders! Send your finest warrior to face me! Nada, Jinnida. I am Harunobu Adachi, descendant of the legendary Yoshinobu Adachi.
This is what Kotan Khan has to say about your honorable challenge. Oh, look at that. Instead of him breaking Kotan's spirit, Kotan released his spirit. Isn't that nice of him? Why the fuck are you guys so surprised? The Mongolians were brutal people who invaded lands whatever the cost. They never cared about the code of honor. Also, you made a grand decision, uncle.
Cowards without honor deserve no mercy.
If you try to show mercy to the person who has tried to invade your land, your home, then you deserve what's coming towards you. Nice viewing though, but why is this taking place during the nighttime? Usually battles like this always took place during the daytime because human beings are able to see more during the day.
Their leader retreated! Hunt him down!
Saving the hero at the nick of time, cliche.
I need you with me.
Where the hell is everyone at? You clearly had an army by you. You mean to tell me you few are the only survivors? That is some bullshit story demand if I ever saw one.
Your leader. I'm ready, Uncle. We end this together.
Instead of shooting him with arrows, you just run to him? Why? Because you live by the code of honor? Well, how's that going for you guys?
Uncle.
So, 2 arrows to the spine and you're still able to move? Jin must have some mysterious powers we don't know about.
I am Khotan, cousin of Kublai, grandson of Genghis.
Grandson of Genghis Khan, huh? Well, I can see the standard and fear of the emperors have diminished over the generations. Khotan kept his two most dangerous enemies alive because the game demanded it. He had many chances such as this particular moment to end their lives and to take over their land completely. But just like a common villain, he'll keep them alive so they can overpower him in the end.
Brother, you are a warrior. I can see that. You trained your whole life for this. And you have won battles that lesser men have called unwinnable, yes? But while you were sharpening your sword, do you know how I prepared for today? I learned. I know your language, your traditions, your beliefs, which villages to tame and which to burn. So I'll ask you once again, Samurai. Do you surrender?
Most common video game cliche. Villain knocks out the hero or person of interest and keeps them alive when clearly they are not needed. This warrior has full plated armor, but you can easily pierce that armor like butter with a little knife. I see even in this game we're going to see a flashback during the story.
Who did this to you?
No one.
I will teach you to defend yourself.
I know how to fight.
To master your blade, you must first control your emotions.
I can do that, Uncle.
Show me.
You have to appreciate the beauty and scenery of this game. Minus one sin. The game brings up Mongolian warrior to test you as a player and have Jin do something for the sake of his memories and character.
Nephew of Lord Shimura. I have come to avenge his honor.
Jin, your uncle has told me much about you, Jin Sakai. I will show him his nephew, broken and humiliated, begging to join the Mongol Empire.
Why do you look so worried, Uncle? Don't worry, Jin will defeat Kotan and save all of you. Oh, never mind. Also, Jin should have sliced his face off with that attack. It's only because the game demands it that Kotan is still breathing. Here we go again. The game brings us back to a fucking flashback.
Father.
Jin, help me.
Useless character let the hero die cliche. I wonder why that other warrior never went back to check who Jin's father was talking to. Shit, if it was me, I would have checked myself.
Jin, what happened?
I found Lord Shimura. I could have saved him, but the Khan was there. I failed my uncle.
Jin, please. You're still alive. Your uncle is very much still alive. Kotan is a common video game villain that only kills people that have nothing to do with the story or people who tries to be a hero and fails. Kotan is the Mongolian version of Nemesis from the Resident Evil 3 remake. Gotta merit this beauty. but we will have to take that merit because an hour during the game reminds us what game we're playing. I see you're referencing the test your might. There is only one game that will be remembered by that feature, and it is not this. This game reminds me of Assassin's Creed, and if you remind me of that, you'll get this.
Many years ago.
Where the fuck did that bow come from? A few seconds ago, it was nowhere to be seen.
Nothing more painful to me than a perfect bow ineptly used.
Then it's a good thing you're giving it to me.
Who said anything about giving? Prove you can shoot straight. I'll let you borrow it. Try it out before we go into battle.
Yeah, right. You're giving it to him because even at the end of the game, Jin still has that bow with him. So no, you're not letting him borrow it, you're giving it.
We're looking for a woman, an archer.
The Mongols caged her with us. But they set her free. Gave her armor and a bow. She killed my wife. And the others. The bodies we found.
She proved her skill to the enemy. And they recruited her.
Please. It hurts. Don't leave me.
I've seen enough. Let's go.
That was the most pathetic death I've ever seen. If the devs tried to make us feel some type of way, then they failed.
I demand an answer.
She attacked me. Not bandits.
There was no need why you needed to keep that a secret if he's helping you find your treacherous student. Okay, a couple cents here. How come the arrows are attacking me and not him? Because he's ducking down and I'm standing up? No, you can clearly see the arrows are capable of hitting him directly at the head. Also, these Mongolians have unlimited arrows. They'll just keep shooting at you until you die. One last thing, even if there's only one last archer, he will shower a signal to dodge when no ally of his is still standing.
Dead for days. Lady Masako, it's me.
Jin Sakai. They said no samurai escaped Komoda.
Well, Jin is the main character of the game, and the main character must always have impenetrable plot armor. I mean, the guy literally was thrown off a bridge with deep cuts. Since he didn't drown, he should have bled to death.
My husband.
Lord Adachi died a warrior's death, defending our home.
Oh, a warrior's death, huh? Your uncle didn't send him off to his death? Foolishly thinking Adachi was going to break their spirit by beating Khotan Khan?
The Mongol Khan has captured Lord Shimura. If your clan joins me, we can save my uncle and avenge your men.
Clan Adachi is dead. Massacred by our own people.
Traitors! Why would they kill those who swore to protect them?
I intend to find.
Because human beings are imperfect, meaning they can lie and kill their own people such as this. Not everyone who swears an oath will be loyal to you or your uncle. I wonder how no one sees these two on top of the hill. I mean, they're completely visible.
You destroyed Clan Adachi.
I was only a messenger.
For who?
Knowledge does not end suffering.
You know nothing of suffering.
Masako.
I buried my family, one by one. It took days. But I'm going to leave you for the wolves.
We need him alive to tell us who he serves.
Our world has changed. Men of vision must rise to face it. And those in the way must be removed.
They were children!
Masako!
The sin here isn't the fact that the messenger was killed. The sin is that we didn't get to see it. I can't sin the game without sinning the wind system. If you set the waypoint to one direction, the wind will show you the direction. If you change the waypoint, the wind will change its direction as well. That is not how the wind works. Therefore, it's a sin.
Down the Mongols where they stand.
If something goes wrong, they'll kill the prisoners. I've seen them do it.
We have to go in quietly.
Like thieves.
What's wrong with that?
Before the samurai, this island was ruled by criminals. We changed that by creating order and delivering justice in the open. We live by a code of honor. And sometimes we die by it.
Well, I have to admit, that's a foolish death. Why not choose a path to fight again on another day? Why end your life by a foolish code that will mean nothing if you're dead? I see a convenient entrance just for Jin. Video game cliche number 3. Random AI just stands there waiting to be killed by the main character. None of the other Mongolians hears this. And this brings us to another flashback.
Assassin! From Yarikawa! Traitor! You would stab the Chido in the back! Rosakai! Control yourself. We are not criminals, like this man here.
Oh no? You just murder people by facing them and say it's honor? Killing in any form is an evil deed no matter how you see it.
His life.
And look him in the eye. And teach him that samurai never acts out of anger or fear. And take his life with honor.
Oh yeah, with honor, because that wouldn't scar a young kid for the rest of his life. This is only because the story demands it that Jin grew up with no psychological issues. So now Jin has the ability to hear people from like 50 meters away. Samurais were human beings, not superhumans. Although their speed and precisions are superior than your average human today, they weren't able to hear from that far of a distance.
Taka's alive in Osmo Bay.
The town is surrounded by walls. Rushing in without a plan will only put him in more danger.
I have a friend who might be able to get us inside.
Find him. The sooner we rescue Taka, the sooner we save my uncle.
Jin. Taka will forge whatever tool you need as soon as he's free. But after that, we're leaving the island.
Well, no, you're not. But you did agree to help Jin and Shimura fight to take back their land and home. Now you're trying to back out? We can make a pretty weapon for you after I told you I'll help you if you help me.
Lord Shimura, you deserve better than this. Convince your people to stop resisting, and you can walk free.
Or you can just kill him and take over the damn land. You don't live by that nonsense code Shimura lives by.
Sadao is a deceitful snake, but his brother, Hachi, is a fool. He just passed by the temple carting food for the refugees.
He will make an unscheduled delivery to his brother.
And we will be there to catch him.
Another tailing quest with this woman? It got so old it was driving me crazy. Oh, this fucking traitor. Fuck this traitor. The fact that I didn't fall off the ship is a sin on its own.
I would have had that Mongol if you hadn't shown up.
Oh yeah? That big bitch had you by the throat the moment I opened the door. You would have died if it wasn't for Jin, and you know it.
Did you see how big he was? That's where all our food went.
Now that was hilarious, and it deserves the merit. I can't be the only one who laughed from that.
Bastards! They're burning our food!
Mizo!
What is it with this guy and food? How can you and your men be starving when you have a whole island to hunt for food? There is all kinds of animals that you can hunt and eat.
I promised my men I'd feed them, and I'm going back empty-handed.
We'll find another way.
But how many will I lose before then?
I found something that might help. Mongol battle plans.
Do they show supply lines?
One page has a map. It's a start.
Hand it over.
We do this together.
You've got your own problems, and I am the leader. I need this, Jin.
And I'll need you at Castle Canada.
You'll have me.
Liar.
Yukio?
Yes?
Taka needs help with the forge. Follow me.
Wait. My wife and her sister are by the river.
Wait, your wife? So who the fuck is that?
I've never seen a samurai fight like that.
It was nothing.
You are more than a samurai. He is a vengeful spirit, back from the grave to slaughter the Mongols.
Oh, here we go. Fake ass Japanese tale. You know what's the biggest sin here? These people actually believe it. They believe a spirit is out for revenge when they clearly see he's a human being just like them, but one who can fight.
It is one of the many differences between us.
Then why have my men found their brothers stabbed in the back?
Lord Sakai would never resort to such tactics.
Well, don't forget he needs to do whatever needs to be done to survive. Living by that code will only get him killed against all those other warriors.
Dog, unleashed by your cousin Kublai to rape and pillage at his command.
Your nephew strays from the warrior's path. He will become what you hate. Unless you join my empire's fight for peace.
You know what? I'm going to be sitting every time Kodan has the chance to kill Shimura or Jin. Why? Because he doesn't kill them. He just lets them live when he doesn't need them and is able to kill them right then and there.
Ryuzo.
The Khan put a bounty on the ghost. Anyone can claim it.
You wouldn't.
My men are starving, Jin.
Help me save my uncle, and he will reward your men. He will make you samurai.
Then he'll send us to die. Just like he did at Komoda Beach.
Ryuzo.
He's your family, Jin. I need to protect mine.
Yeah, protect the men by having them join the Mongolians and force them to do things that would make them hate themselves. And for what? Food? Food that you can get literally anywhere in the forest? Jen, how come you're so surprised? Didn't Ryuzo say he was a mercenary? Did you really think he was going to stay loyal to you if he could have a future providing for his men? Friends don't mean shit unless they can prove it. Ryuzo hasn't proven shit.
Enough! It's not too late.
This man just tried to kill you because Kodan placed a bounty on your head. Of course it's too late. You can't trust someone who tried to kill you. You have to end it before they end you.
Ryuzo.
He's here! The samurai is here!
Ryuzo, no one likes to snitch. I'll be dealing with you later on.
Well fought. All of you.
We did it.
The castle is ours.
You've led us to victory, my lord.
Wait, what? As I recall, you're the one who led them to victory. You killed 90% of the Mongolian warriors on your own and defeated Ryuzo, and killed even more Mongolian after Ryuzo.
You promised food for my men. Earn it.
What, did you think you were going to get fed after you lost that battle with Jin?
Ah!
Also, Jin sliced you up very well. It was a miracle you didn't die from that. But I have to ask, you look like you never been on in one-on-one fight. How did you heal so well? Wounds like that would take a very long time to heal. Fire does not spread that fast. It would have taken longer than that. You know, if it wasn't for that code of honor these samurais lived by, they could have just sent hundreds of arrows and killed them all.
Jin, you look well. We will defeat the Khan and the coward Ryuzo. Mount their heads on the battlements of my castle. But I can't do this without you.
You have me.
I heard of your exploits while I was in prison. Your methods were brutal, impulsive, without honor.
I did what I had to.
What Uncle fails to see, if Jin hadn't done that, he would have still been in prison and Jin would have been dead. Dying with honor is the same as dying regardless.
And she threw it away.
She's a threat. There is only one way this ends.
I know what must be done.
Knowing and doing are different.
You are questioning whether I am samurai. Tomoe was my greatest achievement. But if I must, I will destroy her to save this island. That is my duty.
The list we found. We will use it to track down the other camps.
And we will end Tomoe's treachery. Sakai! You are a fine warrior. You could become a great leader. But do not question my integrity again.
Why are these people outside the town walls?
The Mongols have surrounded Yarikawa. No one can get in.
Recruiting Lord Shimura's old rivals was never going to be easy. But now...
Now they need allies too. Think about it.
We help them drive off the Mongols, and they help us. I need their word before I fight for them.
This right here is the whole game. I do something for you, you do something for me. Jin had to help every ally he crossed path with. Now we have to do it again, and a few more times after this. It gets old and boring.
Yarikawa doesn't stand a chance.
Yuna, where's the hidden entrance?
See that river near the town walls? Get us that far, and I'll do the rest.
We can't sneak past an army. And even if we find an entrance, what if the Mongols see us?
Taka, you're talking to the main character that has plot armor stronger than Ellie from The Last of Us Part 2. He's gonna be okay. It's you that you need to worry about.
The walls won't keep this many Mongols out. Azamo Bay fell. Yarikawa will too.
I know these people. They'll choose death before slavery.
I think anybody would choose death before slavery. Shit, I would.
The water. It should be easy to find the entrance without being spotted.
That's our plan? Sneak through the biggest Mongol camp I've ever seen? Then hope the secret entrance we used as children is still there?
Okay, a couple things wrong with this. You know, there is a hidden entrance on every Mongolian territory just for Jin and his allies. Taka, what else would you do? Would it be best to go straight through the main entrance and get bombarded by every Mongolian warrior in that camp? It is best to do this as quietly and as efficiently as possible. Also, why the fuck is Taka here in the first place? He is not a warrior like his sister, he's a blacksmith, yet he's inexperienced with weapon handling and battles.
Lord Sakai.
Ujimasa Yarikawa.
I never thought Lord Shimura's nephew would be responsible for the ghost. You best be careful, or he'll punish you, as he punished my once great family.
For inciting rebellion against your Jito.
That was years ago. We've all got bigger problems now.
Who's this? Your servant?
I was born here.
Yet you're aiding Clan Shimura.
No, I'm fighting for Lord Sakai. For the ghost.
We can help break the siege outside your walls. In return, Lord Shimura requests your help.
The Mongols want to conquer the mainland. They will lose interest in us. and Yarikawa will survive.
What makes you so sure he won't come for Yarikawa once he claims Tsushima? Kozan is an emperor invading lands for power. He will take your land and make you his slave. It's unfortunate some people are leaders on the outside, but not in the mind.
I told him not to come.
I wanted to help Lord Sakai. If I stayed in Yarikawa, I'd be useless.
Better useless than dead.
Actually, I disagree with that. His death will make you want revenge, meaning you end up staying when you were trying to leave. Taka is useless as a warrior because he isn't one. And he's useless as a blacksmith because I still have to grind and find all the required materials to increase the attack and damage and speed for my weapons.
You're not trained for this. I can learn. And I won't get in the way.
You cannot learn enough to take on warriors that's been training for years in a couple of minutes. Also, if you can't fight, you will be dead weight to him and Yura because they'll have to watch over you like they're both your babysitters.
Thinking back,
Taka's not a fighter.
he could become one.
You don't know my brother like I do.
You can't always be the one to defend him.
I'll decide what's best for Taka. You look after your own family.
Damn, bitch told you.
Tomoe is behind this.
She sows paranoia and fear, attacking caravans, blaming us. I caught up to his group too late. Saved him, but not the others.
Where was he ambushed?
Close. Why?
Find the ambush site. Track the rest of Tomoe's group to their camp.
That makes sense.
Really? You're a master when it comes to hunting in that bow. You really didn't think of that? Well, I guess you're not as good as you claim to be. Even your own student sees that.
She said...
Tomoe? What did she say?
She said I could live until the samurai came.
No! On the left!
The sin isn't how predictable this was. The sin was the fact that they had a clear sight on Jin, but killed the woman instead of the biggest threat in the game. One of the best parts of the game. Definitely deserves a merit.
Invaders! Look at your general! Run! This will be your fate! People of Yarikawa! Who stood against the siege? Who saved Yarikawa? We did!
Again, what's with the we shit? I killed like 90% of the Mongolians over here.
We are not soldiers!
I love that they say they're not soldiers, but they all have weapons with them.
Your friend defeated one of my best generals. My men have started to believe he's invincible. You will prove them wrong.
You expect Ryuza to prove your men wrong? Ryuza got his ass beat when Jin wasn't even trying to kill him. He was actually trying to save him from committing a huge mistake. So I'll ask you, how will Ryuza prove them wrong?
I don't care about the reward for Jin's head.
Oh, so now you don't care about the reward for Jin's head. You don't care about feeding your men? Isn't that the reason you betrayed Jin? So you can feed your men when there is a large amount of food in the forest?
Find another.
What if we didn't have to kill him?
You don't need to kill the main character because there's so much worse things than death cliche.
No. They have us. We have a Hwacha.
A weapon of the enemy, not samurai.
Uncle, you're really getting on my nerves with your arrogance and code of honor. You have a bunch of ships coming to attack you, your land, and your people. Use what you have. I would love to know how the arrows automatically refills on its own. Any form of unlimited ammo in any game or movie is an automatic sin.
We did it.
I knew we would. You continue to prove the Mongols are not unstoppable.
You taught me to fight. I couldn't disappoint you.
And you never have.
So Jin using stealth tactics never disappointed you? I'm starting to smell some bullshit in the air. You wanna know how Samurai Tale is reaching the climax of the story? When the main character slowly walks into an armor that once belonged to a superior relative. Oh no, just drop the armor, Jin. I'd say you're paying tremendous respect.
Young master?
Are you alright?
Yes, just lightheaded. For a moment I thought you looked...
Face us, coward!
Now that Jin got a new suit of armor, the game will have him tested by giving him random ass enemies to fight.
Poison has never been the Sakai way.
No Sakai had to fight the Mongol Empire. I need every weapon we have. Tsushima can't afford anything less.
The Mongols have changed you, young master.
The world has changed.
The world has changed, cliche. And no, the world always had people killing each other. The Mongols and Yuna changed the person you were. If it wasn't for them, you'd still be living with the code of honor you and your uncle always fought with.
I've read of their use by a Genji warrior who studied with monks from the west. Will you help me?
Promise me you'll remain the good man I know.
Well, that good man will poison the whole camp with the poison you gave him. How's that for a promise?
Yuriko?
Excuse me, young master.
You were just crying hysterically. Where the fuck are those tears?
You're leaving.
Your uncle kept his word. Our boat sails at dawn tomorrow.
I need your help one last time. I found Ryuzo hiding in Fort Koyasan.
I can't. Please understand. I spent my life working for this. Going to bed hungry. Risking my neck so we'd have enough money to start a new life on the mainland. I can't give up now.
I'm not asking you to. Help me defeat Ryuzo, and I'll see you off myself.
This is your battle, Jin. Not mine.
Well, she is right about that. Still though, she gave you her word that she would help you if you help her find her brother. Now she wants to turn back when the battle is close?
Help you then. Thank you, Yuna. For everything. I hope you find peace.
You too.
Also, Jin, why do you need her to help you fight Ryuzo? You clearly are capable of handling him on your own. You were even trying to save him from himself. Reminds me of Naruto fucking Sasuke up at the same time, trying to save him from himself. Nobody wants to see Jin's cheeks.
Wait! Shh! You'll give us away. I won't let you do this alone. If Yuna won't come with you, then I have to.
You're not trained for this.
In Yarikawa, you said we can save our home if we stand together.
That does not guarantee victory. An inexperienced fighter will surely be killed in battle no matter how brave he is. I get you want to help, but sometimes you need to be smart and do the right thing.
Even the odds for you.
I'll give you that. It sounds like a good plan. Until you got yourself captured.
It's good to see you.
You know why I've come.
Yes. I made sure you'd know where to find me. The Khan wants to meet you.
I'm not here to talk. You betrayed us all.
We can save our home together. It doesn't have to be like this.
Yes, Ryuzo. It does.
Jin, didn't you hear those footsteps? You can hear people sitting down from like 50 meters away, but you can't tell someone's coming towards you? Pathetic. Didn't your uncle teach you to control your emotions? Amateur. I'm very curious how you didn't notice someone coming towards you when Ryuzo was clearly distracting you while looking at someone behind you.
So long. I knew you were in trouble. I came to help, but the Mongols caught me.
You came to help? How? What were you gonna do? Obviously, in real life, someone wouldn't be this stupid. The story needs Yuna to come back, and her brother will die in exchange. Wait, how did Taka end up right in front of Jin when he was clearly at a distance?
Your friend died for you. Now I must find another, and you must choose again.
So hold on, are you just gonna let Jin live again? Wow, I think no other villain left their enemies alive as much as you did. You broke the record, my fat ass friend. Where the fuck is his head? Colton didn't take it with him. In fact, he dropped it when he left Jin.
He tried to make you proud.
He wanted to be like the ghost. You shouldn't have made him come!
Ah, here we go. The character blames someone else when they had nothing to do with his death. Yuna, no one could have convinced Taka to go back. He even sneaked out of your sight the first chance he had. Don't blame Jin for Taka's own choice.
I swore I'd give him a good life. Keep him safe. This isn't your fault. It's mine.
No. It was the Khan.
Actually, it was Taka's fault. He should have left after he got the Mongols out of the camp so Jin could get in. Kotan killed Taka because of his own foolish decision.
You've done well, Jin. We now have everyone we need to reclaim my castle.
I dealt with the Straw Hats, but Ryuzo escaped with the Khan. They wanted me to betray you.
You spoke to the Khan?
I was captured.
If I'd known, I would have marched my entire army to save you.
Yuna helped me escape. But her brother, he died with honor.
How the hell is Uncle now knowing about this? For some odd reason, Jin kept this from him. Also, as I recall, Yuna did not help your escape. You were very much capable of escaping yourself. You saw her once you were at the gate entrance about to leave.
The escape will not open for you!
Who the fuck you think you are, Batman? Your legs and knees should have been crushed by the impact from landing.
Run, cowards!
Also, don't these Mongolian warriors know not to turn their back on their enemies? At this point, this warrior should know what he'll be up against. If you look at the Mongolian archer weapon, you can see the arrows aren't actually shooting out.
Destroy their weapon with honor!
Destroy a weapon with honor? A weapon? You and that honor shit are going to get many people killed.
Those poor souls.
Send them to die. For nothing.
We must honor their sacrifice. Gather our best soldiers. We will repair the bridge.
If you are looking at the same bridge I'm seeing, then clearly you can see the bridge is fine. But the real sin is that the bridge didn't fall apart during the explosions. Everything is still intact.
Teaching them to fear us! If you continue down this path, you will be no better than the Mongols. I trained you to fight with honor.
Honor died on the beach. The Khan deserves to suffer.
You are ruled by your emotion.
I sacrificed everything I knew to save our people. I gave them hope. You did nothing!
Bitch slap. But Uncle, he's right. You with that useless code of honor has gotten so many people killed when there were other options. Other ways to keep your people alive. Death doesn't mean shit at the end.
You.
How much wolfsbane can you find in the next hour?
A few handfuls.
Talk to the others. Tell them to gather all you can carry.
You're going to poison the Mongols.
I'll find a way into the castle, and slip it into their drinks. Watch the Khan choke on his own blood.
Your uncle's going to find out.
I know.
Taka was making something for you. I wasn't sure you'd want it, but now, if something happens...
It won't.
He'd want you to have it.
Well, I would assume he would want Jin to have it if he made it for Jin. But didn't you say this before?
I could have killed you earlier. Instead, I convinced the Khan to give you a chance. He murdered Taka, and you slaughtered my men. I've lost everything.
Well, that is your fault. Even you knew Jin would slaughter your men. You even said this to Kotan.
Jin is the best swordsman on the island. My men can't kill him. Jin! Please. Goodbye, Yuzo.
This is why you should never betray your friends when they're trying to help you. You lost your men, now you'll lose your life.
Yuzo.
Good.
Where the fuck did you all just come from? You can see no one was behind or anywhere near Yuna when she was seeing all the Mongolians dying from the poison.
Find the Khan.
Jin.
You know what's the real sin? Jin saved Yuna right now, but Jin won't be getting some cheeks later.
Kenji, what are you doing?
What does it look like? Let's go.
If I run,
The Shogun was gonna have your head. There's no regaining your honor after betraying your uncle and going against the way of the samurai. Jin, what a crappy owner you are. Why didn't you pull out the arrow so you can cauterize the wound so you can stop the bleeding? Well, you could have prevented him from dying, like I said. You know what's funny about this? When Jin shot and poisoned someone, they die very quickly. When Jin gets shot with it and gets poisoned, he doesn't die. He just gets weakened. Now that is a contradiction if I ever saw one.
I wasn't sure you'd wake up.
I thought I wouldn't. The Mongols used my own poison on me.
How did they get it?
I don't know. But they learned how to make it themselves.
They must have tested it on the people of Qin. Before they burned the town, I saw families lying in pools of blood.
Well, that is one theory, but even if you kill Kosan, peace will only occur temporarily. There will always be someone who will try to rise to power. Oh, so now you want to come and help. Right when we're near at the end of the battle? Good timing, Uncle.
All this death. Because you and your uncle would not surrender.
Well, you did have the chance to kill them both multiple times. You had Shimura prison. You even had Jin tied up to the point where he can't even move his arms. You should know these warriors aren't going to surrender to the enemy. They prefer to be killed. As an emperor, you should have claimed their lives and taken their land for good. Oh, Jin, you pathetic bastard. He even showed you the powder. The Mongols never showed any of that bullshit honor. Jin, for a trained warrior, you let your guard down way too much. I'm surprised you're even alive. Best believe if you weren't the main character, you would have died long ago.
Kill me, and another will come. We will be remembered forever. No, you will be forgotten.
Now you see, that's how you do it, Kotan. You don't hesitate, you just do it.
The Shogun has disbanded Clan Sakai. As of today, you are no longer samurai.
I sacrificed everything for my people. and I would do it again.
And that's very noble of you. But you should know human beings are ungrateful beings. They don't care what happens as long as it goes their way. If not, then all your work was for nothing.
Prison. A gift you gave to our enemy.
I had to stop you from throwing away our people's lives.
You have no honor.
And you are a slave to it.
Well, it's about time someone sees how obsessed Uncle is with this honor bullshit.
You are my son. Now I must continue the line of Shimura without you. I must start a new family.
And my head is the cost.
Taking it is my punishment.
Well, you could just let him go, but just like Jin said, you're a slave to that code of honor. Where is the honor of killing your own nephew that you look up to as a son? There is no honor in that, even if the Shogun sees him as a traitor. Another flashback memory.
I have no honor. But I will not kill my family.
Jin says he has no honor, but won't kill his last remaining family. Shimura was willing to take his nephew's head and claim a new family and call that honor. Jin has more honor than the man who's obsessed with honor. That says something. And Yuna still hasn't given Jin some snoo-snoo.
I've been...
And you are a slave to it.